7-day challenge, day 9. I just wanted to start my video off with this cutest little candle holder that I made. I had a whole bunch of really nice votive candles and I couldn't find my clear candle holders. I have a whole lot of china that I received as wedding gifts, and I only tend to use it on really special occasions. But look at how pretty this looks. I just put the votive inside and it's in my craft room, and now I can enjoy my fine things instead of leaving them in a cupboard for no one to look at. So on to my challenge. Today is how to make some kind of unique packaging for my January flower swap over at Your Paper Pantry. The theme of the flower swap for January was tea-dyed flowers. So I created 2 different types. This one here, and they're very, very similar. The paper that's used is heavy cardstock paper here. I used this a while back. I created this kind of tea-dyed look. I was following a video from Marion Smith, and she was doing a Tim Holtz inspired journal. And what she did is just took watercolor paper from a watercolor pad and put some of this espresso Adirondack color wash into the water, and then just soaked the papers and then dried them in the dryer, and it gave it this coolest sort of distressed tea stained look. It's hard to see now because I've gone on to Glimmer Mist it. So I used the Tim Holtz tattered die and I kind of reversed it a bit, and I also used a little bit of regular paper that's tea stained. And then I found these little flowers at Michael's. I think they're little recollections with a little glittery center, so I thought those were kind of cute for the middle. So each person will get 2 of each. So I was trying to think of a unique way to package them, and then I remembered a while back watching Christine on Creations with Christine, and she showed a tea bag holder from the Cutting Cafe. So I thought, I'm going to make a little tea bag holder, tuck in some tea, and then put it all together as my package. So what you do is you go to the Cutting Cafe and download the template. I think there's a small charge, maybe 99 cents or something. So I did that and cut it out on an 8x11, and you can probably see here the dotted lines for scoring. And because I had to do 5 packages, what I did is I took the template. Not sure if you can see where the camera is. I'll turn it. I took the template, and everywhere there was a dotted line, I just marked in pencil on each spot so that I could quickly do 5 at a time. So I just have 1 more to do. This is when it's great to have the Martha Stewart scoring, what are these called? Scoring tables or whatever, because you can just whip down this. So there I've got that one and this one and that one, and there's one more right here. And then I just turn it, and for this side to differentiate between the lines, I put a little star there so that I would know that's where I should do that score line. Okay, so I scored all 5 of my containers and my tea bag holders and folded them all up. So now I'm going to assemble this whole little package. The paper collection I'm using is called Communique Collection from Graphic 45. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, I cut out a 1 3/8 inch circle out of just some craft cardstock and put it on the back of each flower. So I just used my ATG gun. So I'm just going to do the last one right now. So there, so we've got our 4 flowers ready for packaging. I took the Graphic 45 paper and cut it in 6x6 sheets, and it was the leftover piece from when I cut out the tea bag holder. So they're all in the exact same color scheme here. So what I'm going to do is first take some Black Soot Distress ink and just go around the edges of both this and the tea bag holder. There, so I've gone ahead and done that. It's a really subtle kind of edging, but I love the way it looks. It gives it that little bit of distress look. So now I'm going to take the tea bag holder and assemble it. First thing you're going to do is take some tape. I'm using the score tape. I only have 1/2 inch, so I cut the strip in half because this is only about 1/4 of an inch here. So just run it down that first flap there and lift the tape up and then just fold it in like that and do the same thing on the other side here. So we've got that done. So what we've done is created a pocket here for our tea. So I am going to now attach a closure to our little tea bag holder. First I'm going to take some ribbon. I've got some grosgrain ribbon from Stampin' Up. It's about 1/4 of an inch. And because these flowers, some of them have orange centers and some of them have this golden center, I just thought for a little pop of color I would add a little bit of orange ribbon. So I'm going to attach the first section just to that little piece right there. I'm going to use a glue gun because I want to make sure this stays closed and the ribbon doesn't come off. There, so you can see that there. And so then what I'm going to do is run this all the way across like this, adhere it down with my ATG gun, and then go ahead and attach it exactly the same way on this side with the glue gun. So you can see we have our ribbon attached there. And the reason I wanted it more secure here is because we're going to attach a closure, and I don't want the ribbon to come undone when you're opening and closing this. So the next thing I have is a circular Velcro. You see that? I'm leaving the paper on top. I'm just going to make sure that the two things are lined up pretty evenly. And for one of these little packages, these little holders, you only need half of the circle. So I've got the two pieces on top of each other. I'm just going to cut this right in half, and we're just going to put that aside for another one and use this one. First thing we're going to do is take just the top piece off, attach some additional glue like a glue gun to this top piece here, and then just turn it over and attach the straight edge to this straight edge right there and press it down, and then take the paper off, attach some more glue right to that one right there, close it up, make sure it's lined up nice and straight, the ribbons are lined up really good. On the front we're going to take, with this Cutting Cafe, it also comes with 3 different sentiments for a terrific person, so you could cut that out with a circle. I think I used the 1 3/8 inch punch, and then you could put a little flower in the center or a button if you wanted to. This one says I hope you feel better, and this one I'm just using Tea for 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put some ink around the edges. Just going to use this plastic packaging. Too lazy to go get my craft mat just for this little thing. And I'm just using a little smoocher and just going to go ahead and put a little bit of black distress ink around that Tea for 2. I'm going to take my scallop circle that I punched out with the Stampin' Up scallop circle punch, and if you'll notice the little holes in it, I poked them in with this tool right here. I love this spongy thing. It just came in some packaging, and I have used it a million times, but you just lay it down and poke all your holes through there just for a little extra added touch. So we're going to glue this on here like so, and then I've already put foam adhesives on the back, and we'll glue that onto the front like so. I'm going to go ahead, open this up, and put some tea in here. I've got this really, really good Heavenly Raspberry Herbal Tea, all natural. And for those of you that know about pregnancy, this is not red raspberry tea that can induce labor, so don't worry. If you're pregnant, you can still drink this. It looks like this. I'm drinking some right now. It is so nummy. So we've got that in there. So Tea for 2, and we'll close it up. And now we'll just put this aside, and I'll show you how I'm going to put together the rest of my package. So I've placed my flowers on the background. I just use one of those little foam dots so they're easy to remove for the recipient. And then I put a couple on the back of this tea bag holder here, and I'll just pop that making sure that it doesn't get on any of the flower petals. Just kind of pop it right there. And that one could probably go like that. My goal this year is to try to use everything that I have without having to buy new stuff, especially for swaps and stuff. So I've got some leftover screening and I just pinched it into kind of a bow shape. And I'm just going to staple it right here with some orange staples. So there's challenge 9 all complete. All my flowers all ready to go off into the mail. So that's it for me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.